find the best mono green list continues. I think we had a pretty good build here with the up the beanstalk variant plus Castle Garenbrig. So pulling back a little bit, I guess they nerfed mono green. They banned a card, big nerf, obviously. Sunken Citadel, big buff to mono green. This card is a huge chunk of the time a land that just taps for 2 mana. And there's tapped, but it taps for 2 mana, and that is a very powerful thing to do, especially in a format like Pioneer. So we had this build that was very in on the Castle Garenbrig mana generation, ramping into specifically Ulvenwald Hydra, Titan of Industry, Voracious Hydra. I think we determined that these are likely the best 3. A little bit hesitant on Ulvenwald Hydra, feeling pretty confident in these 2. The card quality here, not great, and you're necessarily like Titan's pretty good, but you are just kind of casting a bunch of big dumb green creatures. And the Bean Plan is nice, but it feels like the deck is like kind of easily attackable, and you're also like very weak to Shieldred. So we talked about doing this, I think 2 days ago, playing Blossoming Tortoise and Cavalier of Thorns to fill up our graveyard, so that our Emrakuls are ideally 8 mana, sometimes more often 9, I think, since we only have wait, hold on. Am I not playing 3 Kiora? So yeah, we're only playing 3 Kiora. So we only have 3 Planeswalkers, only have 4 artifacts. But you get to mill a lot of your deck with Blossoming Tortoise and Cavalier, so I think you're going to get to fill a good number of those types into the yard. At least it's going to be at least 10 mana. And we have, with the Castle Garenbrig, Nykthos, Sunken Citadel play, we're also able to kind of accelerate into it a bit quicker than you would normally be able to anyways, and it's kind of cool that you get to play potentially more colorless cards in your Nykthos deck, since like Castle Garenbrig doesn't care about devotion. You get to be kind of a little bit in on both plans. And then it's also cool to play Cityscape Leveler as your top end, where this is going to give you just a very clean answer to Shieldred, and it also gives you more things to mill over for value. So you have 4 Tortoise, 4 Cavalier, 4 things to mill over for value. Obviously, it would be cool to play Storm the Festival also. I guess you could play Storm over Cityscape Leveler, actually. I think you'd have a sorcery. But also, Cityscape Leveler works with Castle Garenbrig, so let's keep in mind every time we draw Cityscape Leveler, see if we feel like we would rather this have been a Storm the Festival instead. We'll see. But yeah, I think that this list is like much harder to attack, and also like being able to ramp into a fast Emrakul. Maybe this helps solve the like blue-white and like I guess blue-white isn't that tough, but like Lotus Field has been a nightmare matchup. I'm also playing like 4 Damping Spheres and a God-Pharaoh statue in the sideboard. The matchup, like in the other build, is like unwinnable. Emrakul will help a little bit, maybe. Storm was better with Karn. Leveler seems better. Yeah, we'll see. Like, simply put, somewhat easy to. This is a turn 4 Cityscape, right? It's somewhat easy to like just start stone raining them, like just like in Modern too. And there's also tons of opposing utility lands you want to target. Like, obviously, like, the first couple of fields won't be Stone Rains, but the fact that, like, the 3, 4, 5 and you get to play 8 of them, it's a pretty big deal. So, yeah, we get to go Castle Garenbrig here into turn 3 Kiora, untap Citadel, 6 mana, 7, 8, yeah. And the thing is, I think for this plan, you mostly want to be a monocolored deck. I don't think you could really. I had a black-red build, but the mana was pretty tough. I think you mostly just want to stay one color. Mono blue, 8 field control. Well, the problem is like if you're mono blue, if you're just behind on board, it's so hard to catch back up, but. Yeah, you could do that with like Omen Hawker and Jewel. That is very cool. Kiora untapped the Sunken Citadel too. Get 4 mana from it this turn. Do you play Force to consider Afield decks? Yeah, because you also like always have either Din or Castle Lockthwain or Hive of the Eye Tyrant or the White Castle. It's very good. See a lot of historic deck lists play Utopia Sprawl for core target. I mean, Sprawl would be ridiculous, just not legal. We'd play more Forest, but boy, Sprawl would make this deck so broken. Will Helixy play? Probably. Why the tokens to the Fable? I care more about their mana acceleration, I think. I don't want them to go like Binding My Leveler, accelerate like double spell is easy. They could loot. I can also kill the Fable next turn if I attack here, and I can let them rummage too. Did I say my pre-BNR announcement comments on Fury aged more like fine wine or cheese? I don't know. My comments were mostly what did I say that I hope that they ban Fury so people shut up about banning Fury? That was my main wish. I got that wish. Would Grazer be a decent stuff for Oath? No, you can't play Grazer. You don't have enough lands. But you can just play like 2 more lands and like another Kiora and another Polukranos probably. Would I say Pioneer requires more skill than Modern? I don't know. Like I'm having a harder time in Pioneer. I'm making a lot more mistakes, but that's just like how any Magic player is when they go from format to format. You know, you have to learn formats over time. Nobody like just immediately knows everything. For conversations about skill, like what's more skill intensive, my answer, I almost always feel like just who cares. It's all so subjective. Some people are like incredibly good at convoluted legacy decks and like just struggle because they're not familiar with other formats. Almost entirely like you're just like players are just kind of good at what they're experienced with, and they're not good with what they're inexperienced with. Obviously, some things take more time than others, but there's almost like no exception to that. It's just like you're good with something if you've played a lot of it, and you're not if you haven't. So getting Clever Impersonator, which doesn't like they don't get the cast trigger. I'm just gonna leveler it, but this is just like fogging the leveler, I guess. Another leveler, which I'm almost definitely just going to cast right now. They all kill their fires and their enigmatic incarnation. Just leave them with the leveler. What do I care about this? Not really very much. They maybe just trade anyways. Leveler is a hell of a Magic card. Like if they just don't have fires plus enigmatic incarnation in play, I don't have to be that worried. Remember you said you want to try to play Cauldron decks at Pioneer, said Karn was too big of an issue, but tried any Cauldron decks. Yeah, I've tried some. I have one that I think is okay, but I also think it's actually like kind of like particularly bad against Phoenix and Rakdos, and I just don't really want to play any deck that's bad against both those decks. It's also not very good against Sack. Titan of Industry for the Disenchant seems pretty important. Emrakul seems great. Leveler seems pretty good. Probably just -2 poly K. The consider Splunking deck? Not really. I don't think Splunking would be good here. Maybe like it could be better than Kiora, but Kiora is also like makes more mana usually because it untaps things that tap for 2, and Kiora is also a Planeswalker for Emrakul. Good. I don't know. We also only have 4 caves for the life gain. I've had Splunking in other builds. We're also, only on 23 lands. Like, there's a good chance you just like won't even have another land to put into play off Splunking. Making stuff enter untapped, I agree, is nice. some kind of Aetherworks Marvel. Some kind. I don't know. I did try to build Marvel. Marvel is very confusing. I tried mono green with just with 4 Marvels, 4 the 1 mana make 2 energy get a land, 4 Servant of the Conduit, 4 of the green Puzzle Knot, and then I was just trying to be like a mono green like Citadel Castle Garenbrig beyond that. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not queued for Denver. I could play an RCQ this weekend. I've only played in like 1 RCQ this season. I might just like plan the LCQ. You know, and like it sounds kind of nice. Go LCQ. If you win, great. If not, you're in Denver. You get to hang out and hike and stuff. It'll be fun. The lands of Pioneer that are in the lands of Pioneer, they're good with Pioneer outside of Lotus. Oh, with Spelunking outside of Lotus. Yeah, there's lots. This is one of them right here. Blue Black Flash, baby. I don't know. These decks usually don't look very good to me. I don't know. They just like... They're these kind of like really feel very smart decks that people really tend to gravitate towards, but also have a lot of like matchup problems, and they got a lot of problems, I think. Card quality is real low. We got Overcharged Amalgam in here. They got a Roddy. That card's okay, I guess. Got Academy Lore Master. I don't know. I'm not a believer. Not a believer. Would love to be proven wrong. As per usual. Aspiring hater. Alright. Do I take Forest over Nykthos here so my castle enters untapped? I think I do. It's kind of weird, but like if they just kill my Tortoise, my Nykthos doesn't do much, and if they don't kill my Tortoise, I'm pretty happy. I tried Mono Black Aggro with Copter. I don't think that deck's very good. I think I'd almost always want to play like Rectus Sacrifice, Rectus Midrange over that deck. No, we don't know donut decks, Gregoria. People for years have been trying to negotiate for donut decks. You just can't. You can't do it. It won't happen. They named Cityscape Leveler. Updated State of Pioneer. So, can I cast Emrakul here? Because this makes the Castle Garenbrig cost 1 less. So if I tap Citadel, Forest, Castle is making 6, 7, 8, 9. This costs 12. So I have to get kind of lucky on my mills, or I have to find like Nykthos off Cavalier. So I milled just one other type of creature. This goes into play tapped, right? Let's take the castle, so I can try to find Nykthos, and then if I don't, I'm still like in somewhat good shape to cast Emrakul next turn, most likely. Okay, so we'll go activate here, play a castle for turn, 6 mana. Do find a Nykthos. So this costs only 1 to activate because of the Tortoise. Definitely correct to play this elf first. I have 8 mana, 9, 10. So I'm at the moment 1 mana shy. Let's go ahead and cast Oath of Nissa. If we find Kiora, we hit Emrakul. Wow, I'm just like summoning every card so far. Summoning every single card. I guess should I Cavalier first before Kioring? Can I even do that? Let's just guess. Let's save it in hand. That's turn 4. Okay, that was I mean, that matchup seemed very, very good. Obviously, Makes Nykthos tap for one more? No, it doesn't. It does not. No, it doesn't. Okay. Please discard your Fatal Push. Thank you. Not sure if I've ever seen a more greedy deck than the Incarnation deck or this one. Probably Greasefang over there, right? Kind of close between taking Tortoise and taking Castle. Let's take the Castle, I guess. Pretty good. Thoughtseize pushing the Fable. Polukranos pretty good against Greasefang. Blocks the Parhelion pretty well. Not as good against Sky Sovereign, I guess. Discards a Smuggler's Copter. Keeps the other two cards in their hand. Plays their Greasefang. I would almost think Cruelty of Gix is better than Liliana Death's Majesty. I don't know though. Could be wrong about that. Feels like I like how that kind of combos with itself. Okay, good to be able to Cavalier next turn. I feel like this list like needs like it's not a very good copter deck, is it? You have 12 plus Kroxa ways to crew copter. It seems like way too few. Okay, Shieldred not as scary for this list as other lists we've played in the past. Don't think I can ever like play this and I guess no, I can't activate the Polukranos even if I did a Nykthos. That being said, I did just fill my graveyard. Oh, only 3 types. I don't have a land. So I could Boseiju. If I Boseiju, Emrakul's 1 cheaper at least. So this currently costs 10, which I have next turn if I get to keep all my devotion. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, I think the biggest problem with this list is that you almost certainly need more creatures for Copter. Can turn 4 tracks in a perfect world. Yeah. It looks okay. There's not like a 4 mana reanimate effect, right? There's no like all reanimation cards that could reanimate Atraxa and Pioneer cost 5. I'll say this though, I'm like pretty hesitant to play a graveyard focused deck in Pioneer. There's just like there's a lot of like sideboard graveyard hate. And especially in your Rakdos deck, like you just have a harder time with it. You could play Inti. Your curve is kind of high for it though. Blood for Bones, is that the only one? Oh yeah, there's the white one, the new one. But it turns the tracks into a 1/1, which is pretty awkward. Attacking with Greasefang is surprising. Just gonna take 4. If they had pushed, they would have already pushed. Yeah, I've been kind of looking at Topiary Stomper. Okay. Fair play. Which will they kill though? Oh wait, I can just Boseiju the blood token. Has anybody ever Boseiju a blood token before? Is this like a super common play? I feel like it's a blowout. Alright. They knew about the Emrakul, right? I've done that mono greens. Cool play. You can't be linking Google Docs, Drizzle. You out of your mind? Unless you like, I don't know what this is. Man, what the ooze is, it's tough because like Titans have some merit, Hornet Queens have some merit, Polukranos is good, Tortoise seems okay. I mean, they're a fatal push deck, I guess. Leveler is an answer to Shieldred, but let's try Ooze over Tortoise, Hornet Queen over Leveler in this matchup. See how that goes. And then Emrakul could be our answer to Shieldred, maybe. Let's have Ooze to gain life, Polukranos to gain life. I would assume they have it and go Queen to stabilize. Yeah, Queen seems really good. Like we haven't tried main deck Queen yet. Main deck Queen could be the truth. Tortoise needs a bit more toughness. Yeah, that'd be so nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try to Ooze plus activate next turn, I guess. So it doesn't die to another removal spell. I guess Pioneer isn't all about your opponents curving out perfectly every game. It's nice that we can Cavalier next turn. Maybe want to Kiora first. Okay, not gonna Kiora first. Scary card. No Cityscape Levelers in the deck to mill over. We do mill over 2 Emrakuls, so now when our Cavalier dies, we can put an Emrakul on top. Maybe. We're not that far away from casting it. Like with Kiora adding 2x mana. Okay, Greasy Fang. So we go Kiora. I'm gonna take 2 off the shielded from the Kiora draw. My new favorite thing is to untap Citadel with Kiora into Castle. Then I need to decide if I can attack. I feel like I can. Let's see what we mill. Another Castle. Yeah, but attacking seems nice. We have like these 2 elf chump blockers. And if they can't really the Cavaliers are almost unblockable too. Since I just get to put an Emrakul on top as soon as one dies. Alright, Jizzle, let's see the meme. Yeah, whatever is Copter Sunken Citadel. I know. I'm so obsessed. Also get to sink this into the Lair of the Hydra here. Is it 2? They only have 3 cards in their hand. I feel like I'll just send in with the non-elves here. This will force a chump block, and then you know, if they can Parhelion me next turn, I think I might be dead anyways. Was not expecting that block. I guess they kind of have to do something like that. Still dead to Parhelion. Shout out to the Ooze. Alright. So 0-2 and a 2-0. What did we lose to? We lost to Blue-White in the other league. Falling Steve with the 15 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Is it more efficient to turn Lair into a 1-1 first, then use Citadels plus Castle, put mana into Creature Lair? I think it's only more efficient if you have 3 castles in play. So it is like a line to loosely be aware of, but you're one of these like, this ain't ever coming up. Razorlast Transmogrant. Weirdly, not the first time I've seen that card cast in my Pioneer testing. Let's go Oath plus Elf here to try to find untap land to play a Tortoise next turn. What about having Ulamog for blue-white? I mean, we're already main decking Emrakul. It's hard to feel like we also need Ulamog in the sideboard. Emrakul is also like, it's better against the man cheaper. Or should be cheaper. Okay, we'll take the forest. If you're worried about Parhelion, you could have used Kiora to untap Cavalier post-combat instead of making Lair 2 bigger. Oh, yeah. I always forget about Vigilance with Kiora. Inty. Did I play your league? I'm the head of zombie. I mean, it was this week. If you if you played it during stream hours this week, maybe. But you're clearly not the only one. We're playing against someone right now. Would Worldbreaker be good synergy with the field plan as well as being artifact enchantment hate? Worldbreaker is 7 mana, right? If Worldbreaker was 6, I'd be like really down. Yeah, I feel like I would almost rather just play Sylvan Primordial, where your stats are better and you have reach. Reach is so important right now, and it gives you devotion. Obviously being able to recur it is nice. Is Emrakul better or Ulamog? I think Emrakul's better. I think it's better against blue-white for sure. Like where they could just like a lot of times tank your exile 2 lands and just kill you. Would love to land there. Oh, Worldbreaker has reach. Okay, I didn't know Worldbreaker had reach. Reach. It's a little bit of a mind changer, I guess. Also, the idea is that you play it in this build all this self mill with Tortoise and Cavalier, so your Emrakul is in theory less than 10 mana most of the time. In practice, that hasn't really been the case so far. We're not Dobbs, right? Yeah, not quite. This is 6 mana to return. Oh, it costs 4 less, so opponent controls 4 less non-basic lands. Oh. That's a cool card. Only 3 Kiora seems like a crime. Yeah, I think Kiora's been really good. I feel like I would be interested in going up 1. So block here takes 7, go to 2. Dobbs with no out. Okay, let's just go next game. Right, bring in the queens. Yeah, so in matchups like this, I think you just like remove all your higher mana curve stuff, or the majority of it. Let's play like 2 Ooze. Flamancipator with the 25 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Could have Ulamog on the side for Vivian Ranger. Yeah, so I was working on a Vivian build too. I'm still kind of stuck on it. This was kind of like loosely the main deck I was thinking of. I was kind of stuck like this was like where I was going to think about trying Hornet Queen for the first time, and I'm like, you know, maybe like I think I maybe want to play 1 less castle in this build, and maybe 1 less Sunken Citadel in this build. But like, does Vivian end up playing really well with Castle? That could be something that's true. Castle also is good with Polukranos. Castle lets you like double spell your 3-drops, so there's something there too. I was really liking Titan of Industry. Could also just play Uvenwald like 2 Uvenwald Hydras. But I'm a bit worried about running out of gas in this list. This is kind of my problem with this build, is running out of action. Consider splashing for the Tortoise combo. Lava Claw Reach. Lava Claw Reach is not legal in Pioneer. It's also it is a splash, but it's kind of a funny way to put it. I don't think I've ever heard of a splash be like to play an off-color tapped creature land. If you aren't on Nykthos, aren't the Cavaliers better? If I am in on Nykthos, aren't Cavaliers better? Better than what? Better than Hornet Queen? Like, for the most part, I think Cavaliers are good when you have things you can mill over for value. Like in this list, we have Cityscape Leveler, and you're fueling Emrakul, and you can put Emrakul on top if you mill it. I think that without Storm the Festival or Cavalier, I'm not that excited. And Titan of Industry has been very good with the like Sunken Citadel Castle plan. Like, I definitely like that aspect. Oh, sorry. Just thought I was playing that. So with Vivian, I Storm the Festival Cav, Training Storms and Walker Nykthoses. Yeah, I saw the Vivian loop where you ultimate it really fast, and then for every 5 mana, you get to draw a card for each Beanstalk in play. Is that good? Because I feel like I don't know how easy it is to like continue to go up on mana. Maybe it's easy enough. Come on, out Llanowar Elves. Damn it. Sure. No Beanstalks, Monogreen with Vivian instead of Karn. Yeah, I saw a clip of Autumn doing that, and I'm curious how it was. But yeah, I think if you play Vivian, you have to play Beanstalk for the loop, right? Not playing Vivian seems odd to me. Mono Green Devotion in Modern. Yeah, we played it in Modern a few times. Wall of Roots is like that's like the biggest thing I think that I like to play in the deck that most people don't tend to play. It's kind of risky to hit them with the Lair and just run into a push. Let's just play the Elf. Can Titan next turn. Yeah, I would love to be sold on Vivian though. I really want to play Vivian. So if someone has like a good argument for that card, I'm open to playing it. I don't think I can Polukranos into Titan, right? Yeah, I can't. Get a shield token, 4/4. Feel like your mono red build has a lot of potential. Yeah, we should maybe circle back to mono red. This has been such a hectic week. I literally can't remember how we did with mono red. Should we play Field of Ruin in the mono red list too? I don't know. Probably not. What did I think of the Game Awards? I don't really care about the Game Awards very much. I feel like award shows and stuff tend to like hinder my enjoyment of stuff. It's like I just kind of like what I like, and I kind of don't like being told what to like by award shows. What's the loop with Vivian? So Vivian ultimates really easily. And you ultimate Vivian to where it's in the yard, and then you play a 5-mana Vivian, -3, return the other one, and then I guess you don't actually need to ultimate. But just if you have Beanstalk in play, for every 5 mana, you're drawing a card. Yeah, I'm glad the Baldur's Gate. I loved Baldur's Gate, but like the fact that it won like doesn't like. It was already my favorite game of the year. You know, I don't really care about the award show necessarily. It's Nissa, not Vivian. Is it? I think. Oh, you're right. It is Nissa. Okay, that's why nobody's selling me on this card. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Someone finally figured out. Yeah, Nissa Vital Force. So if you have Beanstalk in play, you get to minus... there's also untaps your Nykthos. If you have Beanstalk in play, you get to -3 on another Nissa and draw a card for each Beanstalk you have in play. So yeah, we could potentially try this kind of build, and like maybe we also have the Root Waker combo. Maybe we play like both Nissas. Does not untap your Nykthos. Untap target land you control. You gotta control the Nykthos. I'm pretty sure it does. You can untap the Nykthos, or you could draw a card. Oh, I'm just saying in general. I wasn't saying as part of the loop. I know it doesn't do it for as part of the loop. Yeah, the ultimate's pretty nice. You do move away from the Sunken Citadel plan, I think, because you're just like less on caverns. Let's mulligan this. Keep this back second cav. Yeah. People calling Vivian broken is it's not what you need it to be. It's not like infinite mana, infinite cards, but it's maybe still good. We tried Citadel with Cataract Skolos. Not yet. I'm like pretty stuck on like the best way you could build that. I'm on Bobby's old list with no card, no Garenbrig, no second. I'll just stock. What do you mean stock? What did you cut? What do you mean stock? What are you playing instead of card? Just 56 cards. I haven't seen like a list for Bobby that was, you know, just no card, but like, what do you mean? I've traded Karn for Vivian and Nissa. Oh, right. Okay, I see. For Vivian and Nissa, I see. Yeah, I agree that it seems kind of nice to play that shell with Storm the Festival. I feel like I would want to play... I don't know if Bobby was playing... Up the Beanstalk, but I feel like I would want to play Up the Beanstalk if I was going to do something like that. Like, Vivian seems so much better with beans. Streamer half paying attention. I'm just not actively having a conversation with you. You know what I mean? I can't remember who it was that said they were playing the Vivians. Oh, the tortoise lets me Hornet Queen here. Because it makes the castle cost 1 less. I guess I should probably attack first. There is something to this Citadel build, though. Best tortoise I've ever had. Beanstalk is nice. It seems like a trap in the already streamlined shell. What does that mean? People always do this, like when you like Beanstalk seems amazing in your Cavalier Storm the Festival Vivian deck. Like this seems like a good engine. I think a lot of people can see this and acknowledge it, and it's so often it's like what problems does DRC solve in the deck? What problem does it solve? It's just fucking good. I don't know. It's better than other cards you could play. I think. I think at least. We can get it in. But like also like kind of simply put, like Vivian seems a lot worse to me if you don't have Up the Beanstalk in your deck. I don't know. I trim beside Oath. I guess you could fit in. I don't know. Sorry, I was stuttering. My stutter's been really bad lately. I don't know if y'all have noticed. We could work on it some. You can cut Polukranos, or you can cut Old Growth Trolls. I know Bobby like plays like Cityscape Leveler a lot of time. I don't have to play that. Usually have a couple flex spots. I think you can also potentially be 21 lands in that build, since you have like the 2-mana cantripper. Yeah, card is a trap. I don't know. It's always so funny. Okay, so we have Vivian Arcbow build. I'm having a lot of fun working on these decks too. You're just like on the other monitor. All right, easy Emrakul off the top. Hopefully, I'll take a Titan though. Make a 4/4 disenchant. Okay. So we are 3-0 with this build. As we're 3-0 with I'm playing against Gab. Making Gab wait. Why has Hornet Queen been so good? It just there's a lot of decks like Greasefang and Convoke that just like don't have a clean answer to it. It's just a 5-for-1. Like they just have to attack into it. What is Gab doing? We were just talking about I said trap earlier. I talked about Vivian Archer, not Vivian Master. I see. Yeah, I agree. Arcbow Ranger is not great. Oh, I really want to play one copy of what's that card? Wake Root. I guess it's awkward to play that in your Storm deck. Yeah, I guess the problem with this build is like you kind of can't finish. You can't finish games, right? You just draw all the cards ever and do nothing. Yeah, Ranger on Lair, I agree, is pretty nice. Yeah, quite the clue token. Both at me. I think if I draw Sunken Citadel, I can Leveler. Is that still true? Maybe it's still true. Yeah, it's still true. Oh wait, no, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not. Right. Hornet Queens will come save me. Yeah, let's move away from big stuff. Lower the curve. Maybe still play one Emrakul. Maybe play one Leveler. RC is a week from today, or sorry, Decklist will do a week from today, and then that starts on Saturday. Just joined you off Beanstalk. So we're trying this build that I don't think Beanstalk makes a ton of sense in, because we're playing the Tortoises. Tortoises have been pretty mid. I know we are 3-0, but I'm not necessarily liking this build more than I was liking the Beanstalk cast big creature build. That being said, I'm also starting to think that I kind of just want to play 4 Kioras in this deck. I've been missing Kiora a lot. There's a lot of different ways to build it, and just trying to. I think there is like a good chance. I have really liked the Sunken Citadel Castle plan. I think that has been a really good direction to go in. I'm also starting to think we just want to be main decking Hornet Queen in that build. Although it's a little bit of tension, right? Because Hornet Queen is just not. It's kind of not it when you're considering. Hold on, let's take a Tortoise. Yeah, Hornet Queen is kind of just not it with Kiora because you don't get to draw any extra cards. How's the next Phoenix matchup? I think it's pretty okay. Have a lot of reach creatures. I think Mono Green's always been a little favored against Phoenix, and I don't think it got like a ton worse losing Karn. Maybe I'm wrong. He thought of doing Green Devotion with a splash for Hydra Crisis specifically could be interesting. In this build, the mana is like awful though. I think it's probably not correct. No lands. Thank you, Tortoise. I've been really disliking Tortoise, though. Yeah, Hornet Queen does seem... Hornet Queen does seem really good. Maybe not against, like, Blue, White, and Lotus, but I think we can try to cite... I think main decking them, citing them out is probably fine. Also, Titan of Industry is really good with Kiora, too. Like, you get to draw 2 cards. It is weird to cut, like, Polukranos and add more Kioras. But Kiora to, like, untap your Sunken Citadel has been so good. Kiora is... I've been missing Kiora really badly. Ooh, cool. Well, that's a really nice draw, and then we have... gonna start casting 7-drops next turn if our elf lives. Wait, this is getting countered for 1? Man, Gab's deck is sick. Hulking Raptor over Tortoise. Don't get rebuked. You watching Gab's stream? Hulking. Well, I want them to rebuke this also. At the beginning of your pre-combat phase, add green. I do like that card. 5/3? Oh, it's 3 toughness. I guess so does Tortoise. Probably go for, this is ward though. So I can't just Titan kill it, I guess. Alright, let's see if you have the second rebuke. Excuse me. Probably could never beat Hornet Queen. The good old 17 for 1. I think it's just a 5 for 1. Yeah, it's probably not great against Red Black Sack either. It is good against Rakdos. It's good against Phoenix. It's good against most decks. Skrelv could be a good way to get through my Hornet Queen. Killing Skrelv seems kind of nice, the Titan of Industry. Not playing Titan this turn. Also, I guess I could play around. They did get to draw some cards, so I could play around a rebuke. Probably fine to put this on the same land for Kiora. Yeah, to Titan the Skrelv. I guess we have to draw a land to not get rebuked, but it does seem like Gab maybe has rebuke here since this is a rebukable spell. Gab also, of course, very capable of bluffing that he has it. What about blue-green and we just flicker Hornet Queen? How do we do that? I think I'll trade Queen for Copter too. People always say just flicker when they have no idea, like that's just like not something you can really do in Pioneer. But they just say just flicker it. We'll play Kiora, the 4-mana Kiora. Well, yeah, oh yeah, the Thassa. That's what I meant, I guess. Yeah, we'll just put the 4-mana Thassa to the deck. Okay, so in this build, Something like this. So we have more Polukranos in the sideboard. I think that makes sense. Still like T-Rex a lot. And then we probably just have to play like a bunch of Damping Spheres still. Trade here because I think it's okay. Why am I not playing Troll? I think Troll got a lot worse with Copter unbanned. It's just like I kind of want all my creatures to be able to have reach. We also have the, of course, age-old issue of, all the cards I can play in my deck are good, and Troll is good, but is it mandatory? I don't know. Got a third Rebuke. Old Gold Troll to being a beater, 3-minute purpose. Old Gold Troll is really good. I'm on board with this thought that Old Gold Troll is a really good card. That being said, in this build, it has felt like Beanstalk is really important to not run out of gas, and Beanstalk has also been very good. It's low on the curve, and just like this card a lot in the deck. Hornet Queen isn't playable, I think, and not very excited by it, I guess. Yeah, so against Control, we cut the Queens and the Hydras for Inraise, Forerunner, and T-Rex. I think it's a lot of sideboard slots for that matchup, though. We can also do that against Lotus. It's just not fast enough is the problem. How in on Up the Beanstalk would be over Oath of Nissa. You can't not play Oath of Nissa. Oath of Nissa is an absolute mandatory. 3 of, I guess you could trim 1. You could trim 1 and play second Polukranos in the main deck, actually. Oath is really good, though. I think it makes... Beyond 23 lands, it's kind of okay to cut 1. Getting the second Polukranos looks pretty good in the main. What if we play like 2 Inraise Forerunners? Gab is still sideboarding. I'm just building a whole other deck while Gab sideboards. Play Nissa combo. We can also look at the Nissa combo. I do want to spend some more time with the archetype today because it still feels like I'm pretty far away from choosing a deck for Atlanta. I'm gonna keep this, I think. Yeah, this is for the Garenbrig shell. Playing a mono green build that has a really good Convoke matchup because you have 4 Titan, 4 Hornet Queen seems nice. In general, our prelim is better than testing leagues. I mean, the gameplay is higher. You have better opponents, but you also have like it just takes longer like to play matches, and like I kind of like to get that quantity. So yeah, a mix of both can be good. For me, like prelims are also I think kind of bad for the like tempo of the stream, so I don't usually love to play them. On stream. So if I play Basic Forest on turn 1 and I draw Cave, I can go Cave on turn 2, Castle Garenbrig on turn 3, and then have a castable Cavalier on turn 3, but which I can't do if I play Lair on turn 1. What's it? Is a combo? It's not really a combo. It's just like with up the Beanstalk, you can like -3 Nissa on Nissa, replay them for each 5 mana you have, draw a card for each Beanstalk you haven't played. It's kind of slow and dirtily, to be honest. Not really something to be that excited about, unfortunately. How do you run Damping Sphere in your Grease Fang? Yeah, I know Damping Sphere looks awful, but the Lotus, I think the Lotus Field matchup is just that bad. I think the Lotus Field matchup is just that bad that I'm potentially playing like 4 Damping Spheres and a God-Pharaoh statue. I play mono green in the RC. Feels like you mostly boot mono green. I mean, we've played a lot of different Pioneer decks today. I'm not locked in on a deck at the RC. I think chatters also kind of think whatever they tune in and see is like we've been playing like 4 or 5 different decks to stream for all week really. Like yesterday I played D&D with a friend of mine who was like, "Oh, are you only playing Pioneer on stream now?" But I played Modern and Pioneer every day. Although I only played a little bit of Modern yesterday, I guess. Just like the hour people tune in for. Yeah, I'm not locked on this. I mean, we have like so many builds of this deck. It's kind of tough, but at the very least, it's been performing pretty well, and it's nice that it's performing pretty well before it feels like we have like a really tuned build. Okay, I mean, so Gab definitely has Rebuke up, or is representing it pretty hard. Doesn't feel like playing Kiora this turn is very good. It feels like I should just play Cavalier into the Rebuke, and then next turn I can Hornet Queen with no Rebuke in hand, presumably. Yeah, also Gab is very good to just like very good at bluffing. We also mill a Cityscape Leveler, which is certainly a big deal. So it feels like FNM All-Star, nothing says I'm gonna take down Atlanta. Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling that way either. There's a good chance I register a stock deck list. That being said, I think we've learned a lot of stuff, and I think I want to try a build with main deck Hornet Queen. Hornet Queen has just continued to be like 7 mana win the game almost every single time we've cast it. And that being said, that's because we're playing it as a sideboard card most of the time. But it also like the fact that like the mat like it's so good against Convoke, Rakdos, and Phoenix feels like I should be main decking it. It's not embarrassing against blue white. Maybe it's not super good. Have I not been playing Phoenix because you don't feel like it's well positioned? You feel like there's not a lot of room to innovate? I don't have ideas on how to innovate it. There may be room to innovate. But like, this stream will almost never be Aspiring Spike play stock deck list on stream and just like I'm playing a stock deck list to learn it on stream. Like never say never, but like I've been playing stock deck lists off stream also, but on stream it's just like it's just uninteresting. The stream has to be entertaining. That is always the most important thing, that the stream is entertaining. What matchups are Hornet Queen better than Gruff Triplets? Like every matchup. This copter's in the format. Warden has flying. There's a lot of flyers out there. Wait, what is this? We're just trading copter. I'm gonna block copter for 3 damage. I think like nearly every matchup. Triplets is 1 less mana, which is nice. If you ever play against Mono Green, you will have a really good idea of their capacity against me, I guess. We have been playing a lot of it, sure. Yeah, I agree. Copter's felt like a positive addition so far. Yeah, Mono Green aggro may be better than I think. So Tortoise should be correct to play first. Make my Nykthos cost 1 to activate. Oh. I guess I should have responded to the trigger. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna Legend Rule anyways. Probably gonna Legend Rule anyways. Maybe not this turn. So I play another Nykthos. I have 1. Yeah, I can go Hornet Queen into another Nykthos into Leveler the Skralv. GG's, Gab. We're playing for a trophy here. So it is very weird that Bull's idea very seriously. Yeah, queued for the last Pro Tour with Mono Green Karn, and queued for I've queued for 2 Pro Tours with Mono Green and Pioneer. Queued for 2 Pro Tours with the deck. I don't think it was ever tier 1. Oh, is Lotus Field Control good now? I don't think that deck's great. There have been some very funny memes about it, which has been nice. Does Sunken Citadel work with filter lands? It works with yeah, it does work with filter lands, yeah. So they control. I don't feel like I see Phoenix play Jurari Disruption very often. As Vorinclex be considered? We've considered it. I don't think that card is great. Okay, it looks like Phoenix. Just I want to say I said Pioneer Mono Green. Well, he played a lot of Mono Green, yeah, but like Mono Green with Karn specifically was first seen on this channel. Bet this Treasure Cruise is about to go to the hand. Cast Prankster. Wow, their draw must have been so bad. Certainly wasn't expecting that. So I could cast a Cavalier. I can also go cast Polukranos, untap Sunken Citadel, Nykthos into Tortoise, or Cavalier if I draw a land off this. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, I did hit a forest. Lightning Axe my Polukranos. Discards a Canal. No Phoenixes in top 24, I guess. Another Cruise. Dead Tortoise, probably. It's not finding a Phoenix still. So lucky. Yeah, I think I don't see a way for me to. I mean, I could hit another Nykthos off the Cavalier, then play this and untap it, or I guess untap the one that's already in play. That's a nice pickup. I had a Leveler to put in the yard, or I put a Leveler in the yard rather. Let's cast Oath. Would love to find an Emrakul. Okay, my summoning powers seem to not be working. Backup Kiora could be good. There's a good chance this dies. Polukranos is probably just too nice in this matchup. I'll play the Elf. They need to either get the Cavalier off the field or direct damage Kiora to kill my Kiora. Yeah, I have Boseiju. And a lot of times it does look like I have both out. I do have Castle now. There's Ledger Shredder. Petty Theft. So Kiora's gonna die. They find a Phoenix finally. So Kiora down. I have a lot of mana to play with this turn though. I feel like I can cast all my cards. Right, I can go. This is 6 mana, 7, 8 to cast both of these. Although, oh, I missed the devotion here. Yeah, we have enough to cast every spell in our hand, and then maybe unearth Cityscape Leveler next turn for lethal. Then you would hit a forest anyways. They get to connive though, and maybe they get to bring some Phoenixes back. Another Phoenix. I mean, yeah, they're in the deck somewhere. Pretty good turn. Oh, sorry, I forgot to activate the Decklist in response. It's okay, though. I guess I maybe stopped myself from unearthing Leveler this turn. So there's only one card in their hand. Is it a cruise? I've already played 2 cruises. It is a cruise. They're still, I think, pretty behind. Evan with the 54 months. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much. No white on Citadel. Oh, for the Polukranos transform. Yeah, I guess that move is still a little bit out of my thought process. I don't know. I guess I just block this so I can win the game with my Unearthed Leveler. So I've been meaning to test this. Let's see if this works. I don't think you can't castle into this, right? Okay. Just wanted to see if that worked. I was pretty sure it didn't. Just waiting for it to come up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unearthed Leveler. We also get to 3/3 Lair, which isn't relevant, but yeah, they're just dead. Is this that good? I don't know. We've been winning a good amount with various builds, like specifically Sunken. I think the thing we've determined is Sunken Citadel has been a upgrade for the archetype. Probably gonna play this statue. That kind of can't beat that card. Beyond that, I just don't really know very much. Yeah, let's go for Hornet Queen and or Titan over the Levelers, I think. Probably the Queens. The Hornet Queen has been insane, Jesse. We're going to play... We were playing this other build, too. That's more on the Castle Garenbrig stuff with, like, Hydra. And we were playing Uvidwald Hydra because it's 6. I think we're going to just try main decking a Hornet Queen. In this Beanstalk build. But new Galter so we tried it. That card's 8 mana. It's pretty win more. The Emrakul Leveler plan hasn't felt amazing, but yeah, we made trophy. I'm not sure. Hornet Queen is Timmy's special. Hornet Queen is like just GG. It feels like almost every single time we've cast it, but it's been in the sideboard, so like it should feel that way. I think Invasion of Akor is bad. I know it discounts Emrakul, so like that's something. But I would like rather try to play Beanstalk if I was trying to play like a 2 mana. I know it's a battle, not an enchantment, but enchantment adjacent card. Why no Troll? Troll's a lot worse with no Copter in the format, but also like, you know, in every archetype you're gonna have some. You should have some good cards you feel like you're not playing. I don't think that like I think we need like 12 spells minimum to trigger up the Beanstalk if we play Beanstalk. We don't have to play Beanstalk though. Could be a way to fit in Troll. Yeah, I know the Moxfoot is listed as modern. Well, maybe I'll change it one day, maybe I won't. Well, the Beanstalk one's not modern legal actually. Yeah, they did pick up an Impulse. 4 cards in their hand over there. I think I should just play my hand. No, it's a little awkward to like... Maybe I could get this Ooze as a 3/3, but if they kill Ooze instead of Elf, then I can cast Cavalier. If they kill both, then, you know, just probably lose. Because you just on top land and still cast Cavalier, though. Prankster, finding Lightning Axe and Phoenix, or I guess, or Temporal Trespass if they want it. They choose the Axe. Prankster is so good. Can we run this deck with Hornet Queen main? I think the Hornet Queen build is an up the Beanstalk deck. It's tough to play all of these like big dopey creatures and like it's tough to play all these big dopey creatures and not have like up the Beanstalk to like cantrip when you cast them. It's my current thinking. Is it ever better to go Ooze plus quadruple activate? I don't think so, especially because I could go Cavalier into Ooze if I just hit any untapped land. Obviously, you know, running it out's still kind of dicey. But if I just draw Lanikin statue and I don't know, maybe this was probably better to hold it. Finds a Aether Gust, Opt, or Sleight of Hand. Chooses Aether Gust. Plays Steam Vents tapped. It'd be very funny if I draw a land and can slam this. Okay, let's not Hornet Queen. Let's go for the Ooze activation here. Remember, Castle mana can be spent on Ooze's abilities. So I think... yeah, let's actually go after their graveyard here so they don't just get to, like, cleanly gust my Ooze. And then I probably will, like, attack with both, and then if they block here, I'll Ooze to grow to 4/4, and then they gust the Ooze. Put it on top or bottom. Doesn't matter a ton. Essentially something weird sideboard, not working with Castle. I mean, just the Lotus Field matchup is so bad that I'm just, like, trying cards. Like, that's been the problem, is you just can't race Lotus Field, and maybe 4 Damping Spheres is enough, but also get to bring in a few other matchups. I agree that I'm not in love with it. But also the cards you can castle into, like, there's just not as many good ones as you really want there to be. What do we have? Stroke? Well, we know they have Gust, so I think our goal here should be, like, to, like, make them use the Gust, while still getting, you know, value out of the Ooze. Yeah, I did consider Rurik Thar. We talked about that card a little bit recently. You can't castle into it, which sucks. Alright, Prankster time. Cost 10. 4, 5, 6, 7. Galvanic Iteration Aether Gust. Let's put the Cavalier on the top. I'm probably gonna bottom the Ooze. Rather draw Cavalier next turn to set up for Emrakul. Hornet Queen GG maybe. GG's a stretch, but feeling good about it. How am I ever supposed to beat the Queen? The Queen has been really good. Some people trying to play Vivian instead of Karn. I'm a little bit worried about being able to close games with that build, but you can. Like, we're trying to figure out the best build of that. But just concedes to Hornet Queen. I think their draws are pretty bad, honestly. But we trophied, despite not being, like, super confident in the build, I think. It was very odd, like, first Pioneer Trophy in testing, and I did feel like the Emrakul, we only Emrakul like twice the league. Tortoise was looking pretty bad. I think I want to pivot back into this build a little bit. I want to figure out the sideboard plan a little bit. Maybe just 4 Damping Spheres plus, like, the T-Rexes to pressures enough. Obviously, Damping Sphere is so awkward in this build, but I